So this week in auto history,
Yeah, go for it.
September the 17th, 1901, it was the debut of the Oldsmobile Curved Dash. Now, this may not sound like too big a deal, but it became the first mass-produced car in the U.S. There's a difference between mass-produced and being the one that was done like Henry Ford did on his line. So it became a pivotal event in automotive production history. The gasoline-powered Oldsmobile Model R was built on an assembly line using interchangeable parts, which is what made it different than just what Henry Ford was doing. It was introduced by the Oldsmobile Company in 1901 and produced from 1903, and there was 19,000 overall were built. Then, coming up in September the 21st, 1893 was the first gasoline-powered car in America. Charles and Frank Duryea road tested the first gasoline-powered car in the U.S. on the streets of Springfield, Massachusetts. That initial drive came to a sudden halt when after just a few hundred feet, their self-engineered transmission failed. Frank made a slight adjustment to design, had the car back up and running, and covered a half-mile later in the day. It's regarded as the first time an American-manufactured gasoline-powered car was driven in the country. Then, in September the 23rd, 1969, the Dodge Challenger hit the market. It was the late 1960s. The muscle car craze was sweeping the United States. Dodge tossed a new Challenger in the ring. The Dodge Challenger, which made a market debut on September 23rd, 1969, was the 1970 model, was a direct response to the competition from the other automakers such as Ford Mustang and Chevrolet Camaro. It was muscular, aggressive-looking, had lots of choices in engines from a straight six to a big block 440 and even a 426 Hemi. 1969, September the 23rd, the Triumph Spitfire Mark IV launched. Now, this was important because this was a British manufacturer. Triumph launched the Mark IV Spitfire, became an iconic model in the sports car world. The Mark IV featured a redesigned rear similar to the Triumph Stag and the Triumph 2000 models. Front end was revised with a new bonnet, and so that the top of the wings, the door.
Have you read for a while, or is this a?
Yes, I'm thinking about something else, unfortunately. So the hood was welded down the top so that the hood opened like with the wings on it. The door handles were recessed, and the convertible top got squared off corners. Anyway, this had a
Take that drink away from him.
Width dashboard. The instrumentation was ahead of the driver instead of on the center of the dash, as had previously been done. And it had a lot of black plastic that we talked about earlier. In 1973, it was finished in wood. Had a 79.1 cubic inch engine throughout the entire production run.
Beautiful.
And that was the events this week in automotive history that stood out.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.